this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about the healing power of cats. And I know that most people are kind of split between like cat lovers and dog lovers, and I get all of that. Now, I will tell you, I have been a cat and a dog lover for many, many years of my life, especially when I was younger. I will tell you that there's almost like a split between like dog lovers and cat lovers. And it's kind of like, yeah, you would think. But I will tell you, kind of there's a difference, and it's kind of like how they relate to the animal, kind of giving them like, usually dog lovers love that dogs are very attentive to what they're doing and their needs and that sort of thing. And then other people love cats' energy because it's kind of more like, I don't need you. You're kind of just a sideline. Kind of like, I like you, but only at times. And they kind of like that special energy with them. But I will tell you for myself, in my childhood and adolescence, I considered myself a true lover of animals, not just cats or dogs, but both. I literally lived my life with two animals, especially in my young childhood, of my dog Bootsy and my cat Sunshine. And each of them had their own special energy and their own special way that they kind of related to me in a lot of ways. And I will tell you, kind of universally, they kind of really pushed me in that spiritual path. Now, at the time, I kind of realized that I could communicate with them, and other times I kind of just felt like really, really close to them. I don't communicate with animals today like I did back then. I kind of just felt more their energy. They felt peaceful around me. They felt calm around me, and that felt very supportive and loving. But I will guarantee you that both animals, both dogs and cats, heal us in different ways. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Kind of one of the things that's kind of interesting is both animals, dogs and cats, will be drawn to you when you're going through something like major. If you're going through a divorce or a death in the family or something like that, they are going to be drawn to your energy more than anything else, and kind of drawn to kind of pick up that energy. Now, I will say cats, on one hand, when they are kind of around us a lot, that their purring, that hum noise, can really kind of amplify our energy and really amp us up in some very special ways. And I will tell you that it's one of the things it can do is kind of really amp up your own intuition and amping up your own kind of like psychic side of energy. And they are constantly in this realm of being around other animals, being around us. Now, I think a lot of people kind of think it's interesting because when I was in high school, I had a cat named Bam Bam. I loved Bam Bam, and Bam Bam would go horseback riding with people. Are like, really? Your cat went horseback riding? Yes, the cat went horseback riding with me, and I love Bam Bam. Now, Bam Bam would lay in the saddle with me, right between me and the saddle horn, all the time, and especially as I was warming up. And wherever I went, Bam Bam was not too far behind me. Now, when I got a little bit older, I couldn't keep Bam Bam, and so I found another family for Bam Bam, and it was really, really sad. I will guarantee you that animals kind of bond with each other in some special ways. And I still, to this day, love that cat. Love Sunshine, love my dog Bootsy. And I guarantee you, we're going to talk about that in another video of kind of like how they come back to you over and over again. But let's talk about the healing power of cats in particular. Like I said, they really can amp up your own intuition, which can really kind of lead to amping up your own psychic powers, kind of like getting you that intuitive side even faster. When we have a close connection with the animal, any animal, even if it's not ours, it's going to amp up that side because they're always trying to communicate with us. Now, animals communicate with us in different ways. And one of the ways that cats really communicate with us is that humming, that purr, that prrr, energy, because that literally can resonate through our whole system and help us through a lot of stuck energy. It can help us get through like old wounds. like I said, grieving someone's loss, healing. All of that energy is really kind of a cool time to kind of communicate with cats. But even in ancient times, people have worshipped cats because of their energy. And one of the things that most people kept cats around for is because they believed that cats could see ghosts and demons. And when a cat hissed in a corner that there was not really no one there, or kind of made some different energies with them, kind of like, okay, is avoiding this area or something like that, they were like, oh, there must be a demon in this area. And they would usually cleanse out that energy. So you're kind of like, the cats already knew. Yes, cats can see ghosts and cats can see negative energy around that. Cats have been held, like I said, in this high esteem because of that energy. And I will tell you, a lot of older cultures literally praised and worshiped cats because of that, because their significance to abundance, their significance to fertility, to magic, and to the connection of our moon. Even the Greeks and the Romans associated cat with fertility and the moon signs. In India, cats symbolize like a birth chart, so kind of like that birth energy coming around. Christianity kind of really spread kind of through the medieval times, and cats were kind of demonized and became a symbol of dark or black magic. And it was because they did not see that kind of like old world style of kind of like what other people were seeing in it. Cats by nature are very independent and very tenacious. And a lot of times people will say like, oh, they seem indifferent. They're not indifferent. It's one of those, they're just not that dog. If you're looking for that super intuitive side of like super connected with you all the time, that's more of a dog. A cat is only going to be around you when he has to. It's kind of like, I've worked on you now, and now I'm going to take a nap for a while, and then I'm going to come back around, and then I'm going to take a nap for a while. It's not necessarily like, oh, I don't like you or anything else. Cats have this very gracious, elegant energy, no matter where they almost, it seems like no matter how far the distance is when they fall, it seems like they always land on their feet, and they usually do. They have this ability to kind of spin themselves in air and land on their feet. And when they do, it's kind of like they do it in a way that doesn't hurt them. If they do fall from far enough, it will hurt them. But I will tell you that usually, a good time in a house, kind of that sort of thing, like maybe 8 to 10 feet, they're not going to have any issues. Usually they are going to be able to kind of walk away with that. But I think a lot of people really demonized cats, especially Christians, way back when, not now, but way back then, because they symbolized darkness and dark magic, because they were kind of like an animal being able to see a demon or a ghost was really scary to them. And in the church, there was kind of like this movement of kind of like, let's get rid of the cats. Because it's not safe. But I will tell you, there's a lot of reasons why cats have such powerful energy. They're associated with kind of like that black magic. But really what I would say is more signifies kind of like the darkness and the light. You can't have light without darkness. You can't have one without the other. You just can't. It just doesn't happen. You have to have, to be able to have the light, you have to have the darkness. To be able to have the darkness, you have to have the light. So it kind of like mixes together really, really well. And this is one of those interesting energies of having like both light and dark around us all the time. We are not always 100% good with all the energy around us, and so it does take us time. It's one of those, that dark energy, when we're out in it a lot, we do need to step into the light, and usually that's very comforting energy for us, kind of taking that protective energy back. But I will say that kind of it is always believed that cats kind of symbolize our intuition, our spiritual powers, our psychic powers, our healing magic, and our mystery of kind of things. Because like people are like, why doesn't the cat want to be a pet anymore? Sometimes it's like the cat gets full of our negative energy and has to take a step away. It's not necessarily bad, but when you kind of pet them, that like people are like, oh, you can only pet a cat 1.5 times. But if you go past that, they start, and it's one of those, usually what they're saying is, you've given me enough negative energy that I've got to get rid of. I need to go get rid of that before I'm able to take on any more. They're very protective of their energy in that way. protect your home from intruders and negative energy. And a lot of people are like, seriously? I know, you would think of a dog being able to go and like bark and make a lot of noise. I guarantee you a cat can be just as scary and really can help us control like where the ghosts are in our house. Now, my house is usually kind of full of ghosts, so I'm kind of like not the average person in that area. But I guarantee you when people have cats, I'm always watching the cats. Where's the cat avoiding areas? Where's the cat really drawn to certain areas and feeling the energy in that area? That can really help you amp that up. Cats have a very high vibration energy, and like I said, they use it when they purr, so it's kind of like that is really kind of clearing out a lot of negative energy for them, but it can do that for us as well. And because of that, you can be like safer around or kind of more protected around someone who has like negative intentions towards you because you've got a cat around you. Cats can also act like guardians and spirit guides, bringing us important messages from our angels and guides. In case you have a very, very strong attachment to your animals, you will really have that ability to kind of make those connections to someone from the other side. And usually the cat can help you bring those in. I know it sounds really strange, but it can happen. I promise you it can happen. One of the things that cats can be really a great way to kind of help you kind of connect to the other animals around you. Cats are unapologetically themselves. No matter what else is going on, they are going to take care of themselves. So first and foremost, they are going to be kind of like protecting their energy, and then they're going to be protecting your energy around you. And they can kind of make us feel more protected, just having them around, having that energy. I've had several clients that have had cats over the years, and they'll tell me that just sitting by their cat, being around their cat can give them that sense of like, I'm really into this. I've also given the assignment to several people that are stepping into their own abilities. I was like, the only time I would say this, like, don't do it is if you're allergic to cats, but if you can, get a young cat around you when you are trying to step into your own abilities, because like I said, they can help you stay protected. They can help clear off old energy, because usually that's kind of the part that starts for most of it is like that protective side. Like we really need to help protect our abilities as they come on board. For me, one of the things I've learned from cats is kind of embracing that dark side. I was raised in the Catholic Church and kind of like, oh, anything bad or devilish or whatever else and everything else. But you realize like eventually kind of your spiritual growth will kind of tell you like when you are allowing the negative side and the positive side to come in at you and treating them both the same, it's going to dissipate the negative side and only amplify the positive side. So that is kind of a great way to kind of really think about that. And cats can really help you do that in some very special ways. Kind of like the mystery of this is kind of like that energy of they just can sense someone's negativity. They can sense that. A lot of times when people say like, if my cat doesn't like you, I don't like you. That's a great way to think about things, because they are only going to be around people that have a really good energy or have a good energy towards you or to them. And so that is going to be kind of one of those special ones. Now, I will tell you that black cats get the bad rap about things. I've had several black cats in my life, never thought negatively about them. Black cats have like, I think a very special energy, and because they come in all black, it's one of those, the only reason why you can get the color all black is because you've added everything else in there. So they've got white and yellow and pink and oranges and browns and greens and all that kind of, all those special colors into one cat. It's one of those, it's going to do it. So it's kind of got this special energy of having all cat energy involved in its energy, and can really amp up our psychic ability in so many different ways. It is amazing. So next time you're petting a cat, make sure that you do feel, watch for that soft energy to kind of just like subside around you. It's just like melting away. And that can really amp you up into kind of allowing the energy to come in. No matter what, stroking a cat or petting a cat can really bring on a very healing session, a very therapeutic session, and can really melt away a lot of negativity out of your body. Even in past lives, it can really, really help. So let's do some angel cards about the healing power of cats. This one is popping up forward. And this one is spiritual growth. Cats are there to help you with your spiritual growth. They are definitely in the spiritual growth realm. They are going to help you amp up your energy and to really bring in some positive things around you. If you are not feeling that positive energy from a cat, you may have someone else's cat, or you haven't really bonded with the cats. Cats really have to be bonded with their owners. And most people that I know that have cats nowadays will tell me, like, this one likes this and this one likes this, and kind of really knows her personality. They've studied them over time, and that's a great way for the cat to get to know you as well. Listen, when you are around cats, I guarantee you may feel your angels and guides even closer, or you may even feel like you're getting messages from the other side, and that can be totally it, because cats come in to kind of send, be a messenger between us and the other side. Celebration. Cats are celebrated in so many different areas of the world. They are celebrated in so many different cultures and even in the past. So make sure that you are connecting with cats around you. Giving them that little extra love and devotion can really help you as well. Setting your intentions. Cats can bring in some really strong intentions for us, and our intentions are watching them. It's one of those, when you observe your cat and you're watching how they are moving their energy or flipping their tail, even if no one's around them, I guarantee you they are working out some negative energy, and that's really, really important for you to know, like, they're really working on this. Self-acceptance. Cats just love themselves. I think that's kind of one of the fun parts that most people love about cats. They're very independent. They can be a little mysterious that way, but I guarantee you they really empower that feminine energy. Even if they're a male cat, they have a lot of feminine-like qualities to them, and that can bring in a lot of healing for us. Manifestation, like I said, cats were always seen as an abundance. When you had cats, it would bring in abundance and wealth and kind of like that flourishment of abilities and manifestation of like what your dreams, your desires, and your energy. The last one is cats show us signs all the time, how good their energy is, where are they at, how do they feel. They don't hide anything from us. If they're happy, they're going to let us know it, and if they're sad, they're going to let us know it. But know that they're giving you signs, usually from your angels and guides. When you're around them, they are healing and working on you just like your angels and guides do. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.